everybody. Thought I'd just pop on by and hang out. Let me know what you're doing. What you doing, peeps? Coffee time. Woke up. What time did I wake up? I think woke up at 2 or 3 a.m. I finished editing my latest video about self-care, and I think I uploaded about 7 o'clock, and then I had continued my sleep, and then I sort of just, well, I've been hanging out on my phone for about an hour or so, checking Instagram, checking YouTube, checking emails. And so I thought, you know what, I need to get my butt off the couch, because I moved myself to the couch earlier. My husband and younger son, they're out on their normal Saturday venture. Older son is just waiting for his shift to start, so he's in his room playing his guitar. And I thought, well, what can I do? What can I do? Let me know if that music is okay. Let me see. I want to see if my iPhone, I've connected my iPhone. Oh, that's okay. I'm not skewed. I've got it on a gimbal that is whatchamacallit, out of charge, and so it's not actually balancing, but that's okay. It looks okay. I shouldn't pull this thing out, but I will. No, it doesn't want to get pulled out. All right, so yeah, what am I doing today? I don't know. Where am I looking at? I'm looking at here. All right, so let's see. Let's put the desk camera on. I've got my earphones plugged in. So let's have a look. Checking. Was I on mute there? No, I wasn't on mute there. That's good. All right, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's I haven't touched my planner at all today, so let's have a look. What have we got? Let's zoom in a bit. So this is my to-do list that I wrote from the brain dump last Sunday. And look, I haven't gotten myself outside. So I better get myself outside today. Let's go check. Am I on, is this, let me just double check that I am live. That it's on public. Or am I on private? It's probably on private. That's probably why no one's here. It's unlisted. Publish. Well, I have been on for 4 minutes and the live stream was unlisted. I put it on public and I was wondering, why is no one hanging out with me? That's because you didn't make it public, Marianne. Well, as I was saying, let me just put this volume down a little bit in my ear. It's quite loud. I was saying, I woke up, I think about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I finished editing my most latest video, the self-care, or why we aren't taking any breaks. Hello Brenda, nice to see you. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, just hanging out, open live stream. I have no plan. My younger son and hubby are out and about doing their stuff after soccer. The older one is in his room just waiting for his shift to start, so he's learning to play the guitar. And me, so once I uploaded my video at 6 or 7 o'clock, had breakfast and then went back to bed, and then for the last hour and a bit just been faffing about on my phone, checking Instagram, YouTube, email and everything else. Changed top. So hello Mark, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, just really an open live stream, and I just finally brushed my teeth, got my coffee, got some water, and I'm just going, first time I opened my planner today, so I'm just going to go and see, and pretty much you'll see what I do. So probably my desk wouldn't be as neat. Lots of stuff would be on there, but yeah. Brenda says, nice. I'm actually working on setting up my July planner. I love it. Yeah, so we'll probably, for those in the Plannerettes Inner Circle, we'll do our brain dump tomorrow, set up for the week, and then midweek I want to do a live stream to get ready for July, and then trying to look at some goals. Set 3 goals for ourselves for the month of July. So that's where we'll be at. So currently I have my Plannerettes Inner Circle, which is a new membership that I have opened up. So it is open to the founding members at the moment. They're helping me create it, give feedback, but I am hoping I actually have let's see if I can show you. Let me see, I've got my webcam. Let me see if I can move it. I have, over here is my little mood board, or murder board. I have, let me see if I can get it. I have dedicated a launch date to open my Plannerettes Inner Circle membership, July 21st. So by writing it down, I am committing. So which means I got a lot of work to do. I mean, good work. It's good work. So it's not, and I'm really excited because, well, I'm going to get feedback from my founding members soon. I think well, I know it's helping a lot of those who are currently in there. And so I am hoping that when I do launch it 21st of July, let me see if I can put the wait list. If you want to know, be one of the first to know about it, I've got the wait list there, and I'll make sure to pop it in the description after the live stream. So that's my little mood board. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. Hello, who have we got? Amy, Motive Music Studios. I'm just getting ready to put the kids to bed, but had to say hello when I saw you alive. Hello, Amy. I want to learn to play the piano. May have to go and check out some of your videos. So if you want to learn piano, Amy, the Motive Music Studios, check out her YouTube channel. I think she teaches teachers who teach piano. But yeah, double check. Hello, Claire Sarah, my dear friend. So if you are, Claire also has a YouTube channel called Claire Sarah, and she helps out new YouTubers, build their YouTube and go through all the different things as content creators that we go through. Hello, editing a video for her other YouTube channel. So yeah, she's multifaceted, juggling so many things. Your setup always looks so lovely. Yeah, Amy, everything on this side of the camera looks good. Everything on that side, well, and my floor, lots of crumbs, lots of my falling hair and everything else. But yeah, all they need to see really, Amy, right, is this. That's all they need to see. So yeah, let's have a look. Claire Sarah here too, happy editing. I love it. Oh my God, everything's so neat. My office looks like there's been an earthquake here. Excellent. All right, so let's quickly, so like I said, I just opened my planner when I went live, and I'm hoping this camera here, I think it's been glitching on me. what am I trying to do here? I don't know what I'm trying to do. It's been glitching on me, and so hopefully fingers crossed. So the first thing I looked at, well, when I opened it, so this is the A5 Filofax Camden organizer in the color olive. It was gifted to me by Filofax, and I do have affiliate codes, discount codes you can check out in the description. So 30% off their personalization station, 20% off their products that are non-leather, and then 10% off their leather. I think this is vegan leather, but yeah, just double check. So opened up, and I've got all my little paraphernalias of things in the pockets. So I've got my running to-do list. So the running to-do list that I have is a really great way if you are feeling overwhelmed and you have tons and tons of tasks all going here in your daily planner, in your weekly planner, on post-it notes and everything else. A one-page to-do list where it's visible, everything that you need to do for the week is just on the one list. It's really good. So then that way you're not overwhelming yourself. I don't know if I've got the running to-do list printable available in my... No, I don't have it in the thing, but check out the shop. Where is my shop? Marianne, where is your shop? Shop, where are you? Newsletter, my shop. All right, so check out the my printables at the mariannecresp.com. So I'm just going through. I'm supposed to have gone outside. I haven't been going outside, so I need to get myself outside today. Let me see if I've got that in my daily. So today, get outside for a walk. Get your butt outside, Marianne Cresp. All right, so let me just pretty this up. I've got my Koretake Zig Clean Color Dot marker. So I just use that as my little dot. And I'm going to go and highlight it. So let me know, what do you guys... So I know Amy is putting the little ones to bed and saying hello. Brenda is setting up the July planner pages. And Claire is supposed to be doing editing. How are you editing your video if you're watching me, Claire? So Claire and I have been chatting all morning. So I know she'll get the stuff done. So I'm sure she can listen and edit at the same time. All right, so I'm going to get myself outside. So that's something that I had put on my running to-do list at the beginning of the week. So I wrote this at the beginning of the week. Sunday, because that's when we do our brain dump in the Plannerettes in our circle membership, and I wrote down all the things I wanted to do, needed to do, must do, and so the get outside is there. As you can see, I didn't do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, I need to get myself outside. I've been doing my stage 2 for my membership. Yep, I did that. I'm going to go and mark. Now, one of the things, I don't know what it is, but ticking things off our list that it's done, yeah, it gives you whatever the chemical stuff that happens in our brain. It just gives you those happy feeling. Okay, so I did that on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What did I do? Thursday, Friday. No, I think I did my videos, and then so I'll keep going. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow as well. Saturday. Oh, that's today. I haven't read my son's school report, but he says it's good, and I trust him. I got to read my younger son's occupational therapy report. I didn't write my workout plan for the week. Look, I'm going to be realistic, okay? I'm going to go and cross that off because I know I'm not going to get that done. But I'll try and do a long walk today. Haha, your volume is a 1/4 and mine is at full vol. Okay, that's good. All right, okay. Shh. Quiet, everyone. Sarah, I was going to Sarah. Claire is doing editing. Okay, what else? Review launch task for my membership. So I'll do that today, and then gather feedback from my lovely founding members. They've been giving me some lovely feedback so far, but of course I want to get some testimonials. So my lovely founding members, if you are here watching on the live or watching on the replay, be ready, because I'm going to ask for your lovely help and feedback and testimonials on how you are experiencing so far the Plannerettes Inner Circle. So I'll do that. All right, so let's have a look. So that was that. So that's normally lives at the front of my planner, so it's front and center, and then that way it's top of mind, because you really want the things, of course, that you want to focus on. You want it to be top of mind. So that's at the front. And then I've got my self-care bingo card. So let's see, I've got my little Dorba. I think it's Dorba. Is that how it's spelled? It's pronounced. I haven't gone to a coffee shop alone. Maybe that might be my walk outside. How about that? Let's go and dedicate that as the get outside and grab. Well, I'm having coffee now. What's the time? Maybe around about 3 or 4. So let's get grab coffee. All right, outside. So let me put that. So writing it down, you're more likely to do it than not. So not that just because I write it down doesn't mean I get to do it, but you know, just keep trying. If there is something, there is a habit or routine that you're doing and you're, not doing it, the more you write it down, one of these days it's going to get through, right? So grab coffee outside. That's a nice little treat for myself. So normally I get a friand, nice little small pastry with it. I'm not a big pastry girl, but I have flat white and then a nice, because I think sometimes the muffin too much. I like to get raspberry or blueberry muffin. Let me know what your favorite is. Pop it in the chat. So raspberry and blueberry muffins, and then a regular size flat white. And then that's going to be my little treat. So I'll come back tomorrow to tell you if I actually did that. I have to. I put it out there. I've said it to you. I've got to get myself outside for a walk and grab coffee. Yes, I will do that. Yes, nice. Go get a coffee. We're going to go for a walk and look for dolphins. Oh, that's wonderful. Have I seen dolphins out in the sea? No, I don't think I have. No, I'd like to do those little, boat tours. Now, we did do a boat tour in New Zealand. This was back in 2000, husband, back then boyfriend. And I don't think, we didn't do the whale watching one. I think we just went on a boat that would go out to, I can't remember where the place was. All right, so that's what I'm going to do for my self-care bingo. And so, of course, I look after you guys. I do have this as a freebie as well. So if you haven't downloaded your copy, grab it now. It's there. It's in the chat. Okay, so this is what it looks like. A blank one, or a non-dodubed. Which one was this? This was May. Let me just pop May so I don't get confused. So I created this, I think mid-May. That's why I didn't fill in all of May. I was only halfway through the month. And so it has 25 easy self-care ideas, ranging from 1 minute deep breathing to, go to a movie by yourself, go to a coffee shop by yourself, write kind note to yourself or to someone. And there's 25. So then that way there's enough for you for a month to try, to schedule in, be intentional with your self-care. I just did a video about why us women have very hard time taking breaks and looking after ourselves, even when we know we should. So have a check of that. I think so if you go on my homepage, it'd be next to this video. All right, so there's no excuse to try and figure out what type of self-care, because I gave you 25. I'm giving you 25 different ones. And so I normally, I like to, plan the first 2 to 3 days. So then that way, I've got stuff sorted. And what I've been doing is to make it even more like visible on my planner page, I use a brush tip marker. So I think these ones were King Art. So it's a nice little dupe for, you know, your Tombow dual brush markers. I think for a set of 24, it was $12 Australian dollars here. And so they're comparable to the more expensive brush pens. So I made, you know, listen to a fave song. So that's one of them, right? So I think I went on Instagram. I did, is it Shackles? Mary Mary Shackles, you know, take the shackles off my feet, that one. All right, so I did that on Monday. I read a chapter of my book. I haven't done my hair mask. So I need to do a hair mask because my hair is really like breaking. My hair normally is so thick, and you know, the strand is thick and the hair, so it's actually not breaking from the scalp. It's breaking mid-end. So I'm going to chat to my lovely friend Elle from Elle Naturally and bring her on to, I've already asked her the different products that I should get. So I've got some new shampoo, conditioner, hair mask, and, you know, the oils to make sure to look after my hair. So I don't know if it's through perimenopause as well, you know, that my hair isn't as strong. The strands are now, or probably, you know, just because I have my hair just when I'm sleeping, and so I toss and turn when I sleep. So I haven't done a meal with no screen. So naughty Marianne, I'm always, you know, have my phone on this stand on the dining table. Probably not a good thing, but you know, hey, do as I say, not as I do, and keep going. So that's my little positive affirmation, because I think, I don't know if it was this day or this day, I was feeling really, really low. I just got hit with the feeling of I'm behind. Am I doing enough? And so, you know, what am I doing? Let me see if I can. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this camera. Hey, I'll try not to move the desk because it's on the desk, and my floor in our little apartment is not level, and so, and my this desk that I'm on is not propped against the wall, and so it wobbles every time I write. So and the little stand for this, my iPhone, is on the desk, so it wobbles. So anyway, while I'm on here, let me see. I'm gonna take my, what's this? Not sponsored, but hey, Nature's Way, maybe you can sponsor me. Vita Gummies, women's vitamins. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea, chewing while you're live streaming. All right, so I got my multivitamins, and then I also had to get vitamin D because I got my blood test done a few months ago, and my vitamin D level was low. So the doctor said, this is low, and this is your vitamin D level, lower than low. So that's bad. That's because I haven't been getting myself outside. So I think July, I have to have that as a top priority. Claire says there's a dolphin sanctuary here near the port where they come in for naps. Oh, lucky duck. Might pop that over here. And then of course I have hand lotion because, you know, I'm showing my hands all the time. I need to make sure it's not dry. But yeah, so having coffee. Why did I get into this topic? Oh yeah, that's right. I was feeling low. I was cranky. Harvey had said something, then it was a joke, and I snapped, and I screamed at him, and then I had a cry, and then I'm going, can't you see that I'm just keeping myself together here? And then, you know, because I'm sorry, I didn't, you know, it was just a joke. And so I knew then that mentally I wasn't feeling well. So then I went, you know, so I had my cry for a little bit, banged a couple of cupboard doors, and then I went, all right, okay, Marianne, why are you feeling this way? And then I go through the list. Have I had water? Yes, I've had water. Have I had something to eat? Yes. Did you have a good sleep? Probably need more sleep. And then, okay, well, what do you do in this instance? It's like, well, why do I feel behind? Who am I comparing myself? And hence that video that it took me 50 years to realize what I'll tell you in 8 minutes. And so, because I know sometimes most times when I do feel what I feel, a lot of you who watch me and even new subscribers or new viewers that pop in and just go, I needed this today, and so sometimes I go, do I share too much? Well, I'm sharing how I'm feeling, what I do about it, because I wish someone helped me along the way. Because I've spent 10, 20 years before this, when I'm cranky, giving everybody around me the silent treatment, I could go for the whole day not talking to my family. And I don't want that. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for my family. I don't want that for my young boys, who don't know why mum is not talking to them. And I didn't want that. And so, the last few years, we've been working on myself and making myself a lot better. And so it's really important that for us women and my generation, I turned 50 at the beginning of the year, we were told, don't cry because it's a sign of weakness. You got to do everything. Oh, it's wonderful to be a multitasker, and all those sort of things. So really important that, the things we were told or the culture we lived in, that women, had to do everything, suppress their emotions, or else they'll, seen as either bossy or the B word, if they're especially at work, So, and a lot of the times the things we see on Instagram, on Pinterest, are all the pretty stuff, the well-curated stuff. What about the messy stuff? Is anyone else going through the messy crap that I'm going through? So that's why I thought was really a good idea. Hello, Steph. Planner, it's assembled. Sorry I'm late. YouTube was acting odd. Been trying to log in. I hope you're well. Well, Steph, for the first 4 minutes of this live stream, I'm talking to myself. I was the only one in the room because I had it unlisted. I didn't put it as public because I had created live streams for the Plannerettes Inner Circle, which is unlisted. So I was here just chatting to myself. So yeah, love that video. Thank you. Yes, so Claire Sarara, the YouTube channel, she interviews other YouTubers, and one of the recent guests she had did a video that went viral. Not that of course I wouldn't want my videos to go viral, but it was more of, well, I'm feeling this, how can I also along the way make sure that my videos are going to get seen. And so Claire's video for that made me go, well, let me go and make that type of video. So let me take you back over here, okay? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm playing along with my different camera settings. So I've got this front camera, I've got the top camera, I've got a webcam, I've got the phone camera going, and I do have another camera that at the moment that I'm saying to the older son, who's a videographer or a film student at his high school, Mum will lend you this camera. I may need it. I probably won't get it back from him because it'd been sitting on the desk or behind me for so long, and then I had a spare microphone as well, and the spare stand for it, and so that's sort of my excuse to grab to when I get all these different new techs along the way is well, if I don't use it, I can give it to Josh. He's a videographer of a budding filmmaker, right? So, but yeah, all right. So, well, let's get back to my desk because we got to get some value out of this video. Although it is a chat along. So if you are here just joining me, hello. I'm just having a good old chin wag. Come along, come hang out. Ask me any questions. If you have any questions, please ask me. So then that way I'm not just talking to myself. Although I do see you in the live chat. So come out, ask me questions. Let me know if you have any planners, stationery, or just tell me what you're doing. What are you up to? So I know those already that are here. So Steph, what are you up to? Let me know. Okay, so that's where that little storyline came from, where I wrote to myself, Marianne, come on, you've got this. Keep going. You've got it. Whatever you're doing, it's hitting the mark, because you've got people in the comments saying it's what they needed to hear at the time. Thank you. So that's a win, right? Hey, let me see. What have I got? 20, Friday. Let's write that as a win. Blue. Where is my blue? All right, let's write that. So, okay, let's open the chat. What's your win for the week? Let me know. What is your win for the week? Let me see. Do I have anything on here? Let me see. We don't want mood log. I'm going to change this. What's your win this week? Okay, there you go. What's your win this week, everybody? By noting down your win, big or small, you're training your brain, training your brain to spot the good things, the positive things, the things that go well, that went well, and not so much the things that didn't go well. Okay, so while I'm putting my lip balm, people always think that this is a marker. What are you doing a marker? It's a pawpaw ointment. Lucas pawpaw ointment. And so while I'm putting, there's 7 of you here. Don't be shy. What is the win for the week? Showing up for yourself. So what did I record in my VOD? Got a new what can I put here? What color? Yellow. Got lots of lovely feedback. That's a bloody good win, I would say. So while I'm going and outlining this, so this is my win for yesterday. Got lots of lovely feedback. Lots. So I like to outline my markings. Got lots of lovely, because then look, it makes it pop on the page, especially if you're using markers that are lighter. It really, and then of course it may take, it may take a little bit more time to do this when I could just write it in black ink. But this in itself, I always say, outlining your little markers like this is a form of mindfulness. Let me just remove that glare. Okay, it's a form of mindfulness. All right, so this week chatted with my niece. I hadn't caught up with her. What else? I did my 13 minutes on the walking pad. Yeah, I didn't get myself outside, but I did get some movement in. Got the new video up that was, inspired by watching Claire Sarah's video. recorded my VOD for next week, which I went, you know what, I had already recorded it, and then I just needed to edit it, and then I just released it earlier today. You know, why wait? It might be, again, the video that someone needed to hear right then and there about, you know, taking care of ourselves and giving ourselves the break. And then got lots of lovely feedback. It's really lovely to see all those beautiful things. All right, so let's have a look. So Claire's one is, big win for me was reconnecting with Maggie and chats with you, of course. Yes, lovely. So Maggie was Claire's guest on her YouTube channel. Another win was I remembered to return Emily's long overdue library book. Yes, the City of Sydney. The local council now are not charging late fees, so which is wonderful. But you know, I do get the reminders the 2 weeks that, yeah, my books are overdue. And so that's wonderful. That is a good win, remembering to return the library book. Yeah, so making things colorful, of course, is one of the easiest way to make your planner pages more attractive. Let me see if I can show you. Was it this one? Webcam. Oh no, you can't see. Let me see if I can move my little murder board. Okay, so right here, so that's a what do you call them? Pegboard. You won't be able. I'll see if I can use this camera. All right, so oops. Oh, it's all plugged in. Let me see, it's all plugged in. Let me see if this will work. Okay, there we go. It's all plugged in because I'm, so see that little pegboard there? So let me see if I can go and detach all of my, sorry peeps, detach all of my cords. Let me see, can you see? There, okay? So that is based on James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. So tiny changes make a big difference. So that's according to the book and James Clear, Atomic Habits, 4 laws of behavior change. 4 laws of behavior change. So let me read them out to you. It is, make it obvious. Oh, my thing died. Make it obvious. I don't know why it keeps dying. It's all right. So make it obvious. So of course, have your planner visible. You won't use it if it is, all right, it's the battery dead. You won't use it if it's on a shelf. And let me pop the back here. You won't use it if it's on, see how it's my gimbal. My gimbal, I didn't charge it. And so, of course, it's no longer playing nice. So while I do this, make it obvious. So make sure the, you know, your planner is somewhere you can see it. If you're lucky enough to have a desk area to, you know, have it open, then that's fantastic. And then the next one is make it attractive. So again, making your planner pages colorful, whatever color, or pretty, aesthetically pleasing, whatever that is for you. If that is just black and white and just ink, fantastic. If you're like me, you love rainbow colors and bright colors, then that's great as well. And then, well, what's the next one? So, right, so make it attractive. Make it easy. So don't complicate yourself with, I mean, look, for me, I do have lots of planner pages, but I need to have these different planner pages because I can't fit everything onto one planner spread. But whatever easy is for you, make it easy. And then of course is make it satisfying. Yeah, make it satisfying. So if you're doing something you're not liking, then you're less likely to do it. So, you know, things like updating my, you know, planner pages with colorful markers and then outlining the, you know, the writing, then it makes me happy. All right, so whatever that is for you, whatever fits your lifestyle, whatever fits the way your brain works, do that. And so that is one of the reasons why I do like color, and I do like to make things, you know, colorful, because I have tried the minimalist look, you know, whether it's just pen, and I've just tried in the past, you know, one neutral color. As much as I want to have the neutral colorings, my brain my brain goes, it's not finished. It's still, you need to add more color. All right, so that's it. So thank you, Claire, for sharing your wins. I love that. Anybody else, let me know, share your wins. Okay, so now let's quickly have a look. What else am I doing for the, let me just pop that too. What you win. All right, so there's my self-care bingo. I'm going to try and get myself outside today to get outside and grab myself coffee. What else? Okay, remember, this is a freebie. Check the description to grab your copy if you haven't yet. Where is my victory log? Victory log. Okay. Now these clear divided tabs, I actually made them from a cutout, what do you call it? Clear document envelopes. Normally I would use laminated sheet, but I saw these Dazo. So for a pack of, what was this one? Pack of 5, then I can make lots of divided tabs. So I just cut it to size. I'll make sure to pop in the description how I make my clear divided tabs, whether it's from document envelopes or from laminated sheet. So that's how I did it, and then I just labeled the tabs with my Dymo Letra Tag label maker, although I do have many labels, label makers around, but that's the current one that has tape in it. And then I've got my daily affirmations, so another freebie when you sign up to my email newsletter, and then that way I've got lots of freebies. So if you go, who's this Marianne Crespall about? What's all these printables that she has? I mean, are they even any good? Well, you can go try my freebies and see. And so you just sign up to my email newsletter, and I create, what is it? I create cover pages that you can color in. I have daily affirmations. I have the self-care bingo card. I have, printable that you can print on your post-it notes. So for some daily affirmations, brain dump guides, like you can't go and say like you're not going to get value by signing up to my email newsletter. So I send out majority of the time each week. Sometimes they're a little bit late, maybe a few hours late, or sometimes I do miss a week or two, but the email newsletter, it's just a nice little reminder. You know, if you're, I keep my finger on the pulse on how most people are going for the week, if they're, having a bit of a difficult time, overwhelmed, and just to remind them, hey, make sure you're looking after yourself. And it's a nice, easy read, 1 to 1.5 minutes. And then if you want to go dive in further into, the links to the YouTube that I've uploaded for the week or the live streams, then you can. But when you sign up, not only do you get freebies, you get the weekly email newsletter to give you that little, prompt, hey, you're doing well, because I know that sometimes hearing it from someone else that doesn't love you or doesn't give you hugs every day is the thing that gets through, because sometimes we go when our loved ones tell us the same thing that a stranger might tell us, it doesn't get through because we go, oh, you're just saying that because you love me. And it's like, yeah, they're saying that because they love you, Marianne, silly. But it doesn't go through. So brain dump. So that's the thing, the brain dumping I did on the most recent videos. All right, so let's quickly have a look. What do I need to look at to be, supposed to be ready for today? So I've got my calendar. Okay, so because I had a nice sleep in today, I haven't done any of my morning routine, although I did have my drank my glass of water. So let me go and I'm gonna go and highlight half of that. So let me zoom in a little bit. Whoops, 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 to zoom in. Okay. Yes, surprise! It is a surprise live because I was, hello, nice to see you. Because I was sitting on the couch just scrolling, and I hadn't moved my butt off the couch. And so I got up and I was actually talking to Claire, and I went, gotta get up. I gotta do something. I'm gonna go live. So then that way it made me accountable to do something. And so I brushed my teeth, changed my top, popped my microphone on, turned on the thousands of cameras that I have in here, and then just opened the planner and seen what I needed to do. So my mood log, well, I already did my mood log way early this morning, so 4:55. That's why I went back to bed after I uploaded my video. So 4:55. Let's see. I am feeling good this morning because I got a lot of things done yesterday. Need to put aside some self-care today. So my little walk outside. So I already done my mood log, so I can go cross that off. So this is Muji gel pen in 0.38. I fell asleep and woke up suddenly, and here you are. What time is it now? Isn't it about 2 a.m.? 2 a.m. for you? 1:12. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, it's very, very, very early. I haven't done meditation. I haven't tidied up. I haven't uploaded any content. I have to take my pill. Look, I'm going to say this is a focus time. I'm going to say this is a focus time, Pomodoro, and then I'll have my break. I've connected today. I've spoken to Claire, and of course I'm here. I need to get outside, learn. Okay, so that's my habit tracker. So updated that. Let's have a look at my mood tracker. Okay, mood and sleep tracker. Friday, look, Friday was a good day. I'm going to put orange, so there, good. Friday was a good day. See, look, I didn't get to last week. That's when my mood was all up and down. You know, questioning myself and questioning whether I'm doing enough, blah, blah, blah. And so steps, my phone is connected to this live stream midnight. So it's midnight. We'll make sure you have a good sleep, right? Okay, so like I said, my phone is connected, so that normally would look at the step count there. All right, so that's my habit, mood, and sleep tracker. So these are the things I look at in my planner on a daily basis. Well-being. Okay, so let's update my well-being from yesterday. I don't think I did anything. I didn't do all my, because I was videotaping. So I meditated. Did I tidy up? Did I top priority? Did I do my top priority on Friday? Yes, I did one of my top priorities, so that's a win. So let me cross that off. Okay, whoop. So yeah, I did. As long as I do 1, 2, or 3 of my, I got to go and close my older son's old bank account before he turns 18. So where was I? Where was I here? Let's do blue. So yes, I did my top priority. I connected. I did learn. Did I do some movement? No. Did I make some sales? I think I did, but I'll double check. Did I drink 6 to 8 glasses of water? Yes. Did I go on my walking pad? No. Did I get outside? No. Did I eat fruit? Yes. Did I listen to a song? No. Did I do my victory log? I just did, and I'll do my gratitude log. All right, so, you know, like with all my habit trackers, it's not, most times, you know, I may go through it one by one and then do it and then mark it and then do it and then mark it. Or like in this instance, whatever I did for the day, and then I'll just come back to update. And it's just, trackers are a great visual for you to see your progress, see areas that you may have been neglecting. This is my wheel of life. So this is my well-being planner spread. So really a spread that's dedicated for me. You know, habits in 7 key areas of focus, wellness tracker, breaks tracker, and noting down what my mood is in the morning. So then that way I'm in a better position to tackle the day, respond to it a lot better rather than reacting. So it was Wednesday, was feeling a little bit anxious and lost, just getting a bit scared, you know, just really about the future, because, you know, more the financial well-being, because of course my son, this is his last year of high school. I want to be able to make sure that whatever venture he does, that he doesn't put himself into debt, because I don't want him going into debt for any further studies that he wants to do. And so, you know, so just those things were bugging me and bugging my my self-doubt, and my, you know, starting to was getting at me and making me doubt myself. So that's why I just stabbed myself. Yeah, so that's how I felt. But then, you know, I worked through it. You know, I sat with those feelings for a while and figured out why. Oh my goodness, look, I stabbed myself. Yes, be careful putting the lid of your 0.38 nib pens. And so got to do it like this, Marianne, and not try and stab yourself. All right, so I was going to go buy new knitting needles, because I bought a new pattern, and the double pointed knitting needle that I have is just it's not too bad. It's a little bit too thick, but when this gets stretched out, I don't want it to be too see-through. Okay, so I need to go to the shop. Maybe, oh, look at that. Wow, stabbed myself. Get outside for a walk. And then, of course, this is the daily planner pages. All right, so what I like to do when I finish the day, oh no, I know. So who knew that planning was a dangerous dangerous activity? There you go. Be careful when you put the lid on your pens. That's why clicker pens are fantastic. You don't have to worry about lids. All right, so what I like to do when I finish the day on my daily, whether it's on my daily or on my daily, so if I, of course, mark off the things I've completed, cross off the things I didn't, and then maybe move anything that I need to migrate to the next day or the next week, or maybe to another list. So what I like to do, so I use my Hobonichi basic stencil, because it's got lots of different, the main things I use this for are the little check boxes, the circle, the bigger square, and the star. And sometimes I'll use, you know, these dashed lines. I haven't really used the numbers. Sometimes I use these lines, but mainly for the check, and of course the jagged edge on one side to rip off, you know, the washi tapes nice and clean. Okay, but what I like to do is grab my stencil, look for one of the stars, so normally the bigger stars, and then I'll make a little marking. Okay, so there's a marking there, Monday, star there, Tuesday. I haven't done it for Wednesday, and then I did it for Thursday. So that's my little key or indication that everything on that day I've looked at. So I don't need to review anything on that day. So it's when I'm skimming through, because whether it's at the end of the week or if it's the beginning of the new week and I have to see what I didn't get done from the previous week, all I do is I skim through. I'll see those little stars, so I don't need to look at that page anymore, because whatever's on that page or on that section of my planner, I already have marked off, crossed off, as in I don't need to carry it over, or I've written it down somewhere else or moved it to somewhere else. So if I'm going and reviewing my previous week, so let's say here, so this is my weekly spread, so everything that's on here has already been completed, or I don't need to look at. So I'm going to put a little star up here. Here I haven't finished. Here I've gone through that, so I'm going to go. So when it's time to, because I like to review my planner pages to make sure I don't miss out on anything that I had written from the previous week. So I'll go through that. So then, which one is it? Let me see. Here. So this is my daily prompt card or task card, get things done task card. Again, I'll make sure to pop the video on how you can make this yourself. So this is laminated sheet. You got your sticky note flags and then a label maker. So it's my little prompt card. What is it that I need to do in my planning? Daily planning, one of the top 3 dangerous activities. Yes, skydiving, yes, shark exploration, and daily planning. Yes, there's my battle scars from my pen. One of the top 3 dangerous activities. Exactly. Hello Elle, hello Steph. Right, so this one is get things done. So normally on the Monday, this is my reminder. Here's the things I need to check, so then I don't miss anything. So check my daily pages. Is there anything on it that I need to follow up? Check my weekly pages. Check my calendar to see if there's anything on the calendar that especially if I need to plan for the new week, or was there something on there from the previous week that I need to make sure I action, I no longer have to do, or migrate. Okay, so then on Tuesdays, list of stuff. So I haven't been active on the list of stuff because I'm focusing on my current task and project at hand, which is my Planneret's Inner Circle membership. But on my list of stuff, these are the things that pop into my head that I would like to do, but don't know yet when I would do them or what the outcome is. So it's my little parking spot, right? So according to David Allen's book, How to Get Things Done, stuff are things you need to do, want to do, or follow up, or review, or whatever, but you don't know yet when you'd like to do it or what the outcome, what the result will be. So instead of trying to remember it, and keep it in your head is not meant for remembering stuff, it's for being creative. You write it down on a list that you can trust, that you will go back to and review. So I haven't been as active reviewing this because at the moment I've got my blinkers on and laser focus working on my membership. So the list of stuff, normally on a normal weekly regular basis, I would look through that and have a look, is there anything on my list of stuff that I can action either for the week or for the month? And then I also, same thing with the projects list. If I have any tasks that have more than one actionable step, again, projects list is based on David Allen's book, How to Get Things Done. He says anything that has more than two, has 2 or more action, physical actionable step, that's considered as a project. So then that way, that's the reason why a lot of us don't tackle our tasks, especially the big tasks, because we just say, get the car checked, right? But there's so many individual steps to getting your car checked. You got to find the phone number. You got to book up, see what time, you can bring the car into the mechanic. You got to see everyone's schedule, make sure that there's transport for everyone in the family, right? So a projects list is a good way to note down the task and all the individual steps that you need to do. Doesn't mean you have to do all those steps in one sitting or in one go, but by breaking down tasks that have 2 or more physical actionable steps, it helps you break it down and it reduces the overwhelm. So normally I would check that on a Tuesday, but you know, again, I've got, I'll show you the other planners I have that's specific to the project that I'm doing, which is the membership. All right. And then the other things I check on my Get Things Done is content planning. What sort of content am I going to go and, you know, create, script it, film it, edit it, engage with the community, and then newsletter. And now writing my blog, I'll put that aside for the moment, because again, focusing on too many things all at once, you know, it's the same as light, you know. So if you have laser focus, laser can cut glass, right? So being focused on one to two things only makes you put all majority of your effort on that, get that done. But if you go and spread out your energy, your focus, your onto too many things, you're getting little bits and pieces of things done, but the result is, you know, all over the place. So I, for the moment, have put blogging aside, but I do have a blog. I originally started blogging when my babies were little, when they were babies, when my boys were babies, and I didn't want to bombard my family and friends on Facebook with all the different things I was doing, you know, to keep myself occupied while the babies were napping. So I originally started blogging back in 2010, 2011, when it was such a big thing with the, what do they call the crafters? It's not homestead, the cottage industry, which is the home handmade stuff. So when I used to make baby clothes, fabric handbags, and then I delved into doll making before I got into YouTube and planning. All right, so that's that one. But the reason why I showed you that is that's what I check, and that one of the things that I do is I make little stars on my page to signify to me, you don't need to look at that page anymore because you've checked it already. So don't double back. You know, I don't need to look at it again and waste time and energy on something that I've seen already. Okay, so Friday I'll go check all of this later. I didn't do a lot of stuff. So the iCloud payment was taken out of the account. I need to check Wednesdays. I need to do that. So I need to do that, move that to the Monday, because it's the bank. When I realized I had to go to the bank, it was 15 minutes before closing. Go to Commonwealth Bank to close Josh's account, because we moved to a different bank. So let me pop that there. So then that one, I put a little, so anything that I didn't complete but I still need to do, I'll put a little arrow. So then I know that I've moved it forward. I need to, what is it today? What's today? Sunday. Claim invoices. All right, so I haven't claimed the invoices for my son's thing. So I'll keep that open, check Wednesday's task. I've got to do that. Okay, so I'll do that when I get off the live stream. All right, so then that's that one. I've already got some stuff for next Monday while I'm here, so then I don't forget. I'll just put on Monday, 5 a.m. YouTube live plan with me. Boop. All right, there we go. So this is what I do. You know, is I go check my planner, make sure I'm not missing stuff. So I know I need to do a gratitude log. Gratitude. let's have a look. Yesterday was the 20th of the 6th, 25. I am grateful. I'm grateful for Claire. So Claire, I'm grateful for Claire and our chats. Don't know if she's watching, but yeah, so that's what I'm grateful for. See, this is why it's so important to have community, right? A lot of us are still stuck in isolation, even though we're now, don't have to keep ourselves at home. I think there's a phenomenon with regards to, because of 2019 and 2020 and all the stuff that's globally happened, those that, having to keep ourselves inside. A lot of us have enjoyed being inside, but being sometimes on our own and not connecting, that affects your mood. So if you can find yourself a community that, love the same thing that you do, and they're kindred spirits, or they lift you up and they support you, or when you need them, they're there, or when you just need, to know that you're not alone. Friday, that you're not alone, that you're not doing things by yourself. And even things like this, like, co-working. They call it co-working, even though we're on, different sides of the globe, just have proximity. They call it proximity, is just, it really does help your well-being. So for those of us who are content creators, who are always just in front of the camera, we're editing and things like that, we're at home, we can easily isolate ourselves and not, touch base. So find yourself a community of kindred spirit that enjoy the same things that you do. All right, so where was our well-being? I've done that one. Okay, and then, and I think that's it for this planner. Okay, so this is my Filofax A5 Camden in olive, and then I did also create a new or for my this is the A5 Clipbook, and these are the printables that I have for our membership. So as part of the membership, not only, sorry, I've got the sirens going outside. So as part of the membership, we, the founding members and I are testing out the different things that we would need to, for it to go well. So we have weekly brain dumps. So of course I hold a brain dump here on the public YouTube channel. So that's going to be, first Sunday of each month. And then of course you can watch that on replay for the other weeks, but sometimes, if you want to have live brain dumping and just connecting live, then that's what we do in the private membership. And then we have, this what I call the success path. So if you ever feel you're overwhelmed, you're stressed, you're anxious, alone, needing accountability, needing support, just knowing you're not on your own, and want to be able to help, move you from burnout to stuck and unclear to, be calm, and start to look after yourself through self-care. And we do it through the avenue of planning on paper, fun stationery stuff. So there's lots of things activities that I want to have on either a monthly basis, and have events. And at the same time, then you will get printables that will help, whether you already have your own your own planner system, that's great. But for those who may just need, strip it back, then I create printables that will help you be able to move through from overwhelmed, stuck and unclear and burnout to clear, calm and creatively inspired through the planning, and through paper planning, stationery, and adding joy into into your day. And so if you do want to join the Plannerette's Inner Circle wait list, I've got the link in the chat right now, and you'll be one of the first to get told about it. And then maybe if there's first dib join at a much lower price than when it gets opened up to the public, whatever it is, and you want to join, don't miss out. And if you've been looking for a community just like this one, and some of the women that are in here now, they're part of my founding members, and we just knowing that we're there for each other, and just through the simple sharing of words, hey, I'm feeling this at the moment, and then helping each other, encourage each other. And it's not just for the members, for me, as well. It's helping me keep going and move forward, and know that I am creating a wonderful space that may not be if I didn't create it, I'm sure some other memberships out there, but it's a little bit different, I think, anyway, that we're doing it messy. We're doing it scared. We're doing it unsure, but we're doing it together, all right? So this is the other one. And then I went to, during one of the walk that I did do this week, I stopped into one of the stationery stores that I normally go to, and I was perusing their shelves. And now I already had these. I bought this last year. So these are the Traveler's Notebook in the regular size and in the Passport. And because I moved back into A5 planning, and then I moved back to personal size planning, these things that I purchased was just sitting on the shelf, not getting used. And when I saw, it was a Passport one, and it was just the worn out look, and then it just had one little notebook in there, and I'm going, it looks so cute, it looks so nice. And then I thought, what can I use mine for? Because my A5 planner pages already has the stuff that I need, So let's quickly have a look on here. So if you want to, I've got my Amazon storefront there as well. And so this is the Traveler's Notebook in Passport. And so so what I'm using it for, because I was thinking during that a little bit of low moment on Wednesday, and I'm there going, all right, Marianne, what do you tell others when it comes to, when you have self-doubts, limiting beliefs, that you got to look at the positive and reframing, and thinking of what the possibilities are. And so somehow both Mel Robbins and Marie Forleo had podcast episodes that talk about, keep the end in mind. What would you like to happen? And then that was Mel Robbins' one. I think one of the most latest is, 6 habits that one should do. And then Marie Forleo's, I think, hers was, one of the habits that she does is, writing down what it would look like already when you are where you want to be. So whatever success, whatever happiness is, and this doesn't necessarily mean money or, stuff. It's just contentment, and where you're resilient, you're clear, you're confident. And so I thought, all right, well, how can I use these, these notebooks that I have sitting on the shelf, not getting used? And then I thought, okay, let's have a think. Would I, a lot of the productivity gurus that you hear out there when they talk about journaling is, write down what your dreams are and write that down every day, because that's part of manifestation. That if I want a Louis Vuitton bag, or if I want $100,000 or whatever, by repeating it, writing it, and manifesting it, then it'll come to you. And I tried that, it didn't work. So I think that was Mel Robbins' one of write down your 5 dreams. What would you want? I did that, and it felt like repetitive. And I'm one of these that, I did 100 sit-ups. Why don't I have a 6-pack already? It's like, Marianne, you got to do it again and again and again. So I thought, okay, well, how can I use this? And I went, how about I use it and write down the positive things, whether it's, it's future me already writing positive stuff when I already have what I'm dreaming of right now, or just thinking of the positive things that happen, whether it's gratitude log or victory log, or so I've just kept it open without any rules, and I've been writing in it, and fingers crossed that I do it more often, and so hopefully it makes me happy when I write things. So 17th, 18th, and I'm just using the Pilot Way. This is the sand beige color, so it's not so, and then it's in keeping with the the natural look, and then the camel color of the leather. And so and then I've purchased some what do you call this, stickers from Daiso. So this is a sticker release paper from Traveler's Notebook, so you can put your stickers in there, take them off whatever sticker sheet you have, and then keep them all there. And so all the stickers that's very journaly, like journaling, are popped in here. So these are cute, sort of like wax-like stickers. And then there's these ones here. Of course, she looks like me with a little fringe. Right, so these were from Daiso, and so this is what I'm using. I have these are the little accessories that I purchased with it, and I don't have anything on there, and then the little clip. So that's what I'm using the Traveler's Notebook in the passport size for. So, and this is cute because because it is small, I'm not pressured to write pages and pages of journal entries. I can maybe just do 1 or 2 lines, or a whole page, whatever I feel like in the day. And again, I'm just being kind to myself and not putting so much pressure. And I'm finding when I'm not putting pressure and I don't have it on my habits and habit tracker that I've got to do this. Sometimes, when you're told to do it, you're less likely to do it. So with this one, I'm going to try it out for July and see how it goes. So that's what I use that one for. And then for the Traveler's Notebook regular size, again, I've got the little clip, and I bought all the freaking accessories for it because I thought I think it was mid 2024 when the Hobonichi for me didn't work out, because it was the same planner for the whole year. Hello Cindy, nice to see you. Hello, hi Marianne and Planner. So yes, little surprise live today. I'm just chatting and whatever pops up into mind. So this is so I took out the regular size, and I'm going, well, what am I going to use this one for? Because I've got my A5 for my daily planning, my weekly planning. I've got my things for my plannerettes in a circle. It's like, what else is there to use it for? And I went, well, just put some these notebooks in there, the Traveler's Notebook, and then just whatever. And so then I thought, so what I've been using it for is for my content creation. So as a content or a YouTuber, so if you are a YouTuber, you know that they always say, when you have a video topic, get the title and the thumbnail first before you even create the script, because your script is going to be based on what the title is and what the thumbnail will be, because that's your advertising. And so you have to create a video or a script that what's the word I'm trying to say, that delivers on the promise that you made from your title and your thumbnail. So thumbnail is that little photo that you see, because that's the thing that your viewers will click on to see if they're interested. And then if you have a title and a YouTube picture or thumbnail that is different from what's inside your actual video, then the viewer's not going to be satisfied, because it's like as if, hey, you advertised Italian food, and then here I am getting packet of chips. So it's like they're not going to like it. So one of the things they say is best practices is, when you create videos for YouTube, work on the title first and the thumbnail. So then that's what I use this for. So, you know, I think of, all right, I want to create this video. Let's say, for example, if you feel, yeah, so if you feel like my most recent one, so here are some of the video titles I had originally. If you feel guilty for resting, watch this. You know you need rest, so why aren't you taking it? Or what is self-care and why women aren't taking theirs? So I had different ideations of what the title would be, and then different, I've got my little, did my little drawing. There's me with the fringe and what text would be there. So at first was, you know, why rest feels, what's that? Why rest feels wrong. And then there's, I think that's me now with like, you know, the mug, right? And then whatever, why can't I just rest? And so I think I changed my title. And then this one was that I'm 50, scared and still showing up. Okay, so that was that one where it took me, and then I circled the one I thought I would use. So it took me 50 years to realize. And then I just have to-do list of what things I want to go and what do you call it? Videos that are, yeah, you know, that I want to create, and then some brainstorming. So that's what I'm using it for. And then other things that's on here, I've just added my to-do list. So if you have a traveler's notebook in a regular size and you want a to-do list, I do have printables for that as well, and then just other things. So that's what I'm using, the traveler's notebook in the regular, and then we've got the passport. And then I have my Clipbook for all the printables I have for my membership. And then I have my A5 for my normal daily planning. So that is my lineup for the moment. But as you know, I like to change my mind all the time. So that's mine. So that's what pretty much I've got today. I think that's it. There's no loose post-it notes that I have to do. And so really now, once I get off here, is I'll just go through my habits. Okay, my habit tracker, see what I need to do, and then have a look at my today list, and then go off that. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. And so again, please check the description if you want to go and join my Planneret's Inner Circle membership waitlist. I have that launch date, fingers crossed, launch date to be the 21st of July. So there'll be, of course, lead up to it. So, but yeah, if you want to know before then and get in, if you know, with any early bird specials that I have, then come and join me. I hope you appreciate. I hope you like this, you know, live stream today. Here I am covering my tummy, trying to cover my tummy. So I'll go have something to maybe, well, just have a. Maybe heat up my coffee because it's gone cold. I'll go get myself outside for a walk, and then hopefully enjoy a little coffee and a pastry for myself. Thank you so much. I appreciate you if you're watching on the replay. Let me know what's your win this week. Okay, bye everybody. Bye-bye.